Welcome to a Galactic Wisdom Way Shower, where we nurture the seeds of your freaking soul with E-Talk beside me. Let's tend to your rainbow seed, aligning your soul with your highest path. This is a weekly light body calibration. Let's check out what the theme is for this week for the week of August 11th through the 17th. But this also is timeless, so if it comes through your feed, know that you could still be tapping into this energy. The magic zone. Ooh, I really like this. I love how it is very angled, but somehow with the spheres and the circle and the being touching, somehow it's also soft angles. It's not like harsh angles, if I hope that makes sense. Get out of your comfort zone. Magic is waiting for you. So you are calibrating with getting out of your comfort zone. Right away, whenever I think of being stuck in your comfort zone, it makes me think of when you're afraid of growth. So in turn, that means you're overcoming a stagnant point in your life. You are allowing things that used to trigger you in the past, you're allowing them to not just happen, but you are physically going to that environment and being your authentic self. And this is where your magic comes from. This is where you've been in, I want to say hermit mode. You've been in this healing motive, right? And you've healed enough to the point of the things that used to trigger you no longer trigger you. So you're able to go into that space, have that conversation with someone, and your magic is just spilling out. And this is really showing me the healing from your wound, the understanding all the work that you've been putting into you, yourself, your thoughts, your day-to-day life. All that has gathered you to this point where you can move with grace and not be afraid of your magic. You can speak with other people and be who you want to be, and not always in this protective cocoon of, wait, I'm healing, I don't want to be triggered. And now you're open and those triggers linger by and you're just like, that doesn't faze me because I have my magic. And there is this sense of knowing that whether you're comfortable or not comfortable, you always have your magic. Wow, that realization is huge. Now let's see what is being calibrated is your magic. You're quite literally recalibrating with your magic and understanding it doesn't go away when you're triggered. It doesn't go away if Joey, Bobby, and Sue come around and say things that you dislike. It doesn't go away if you get embarrassed. You know, your magic remains. No one could belittle you or make you small. The realization is you allow yourself to be embarrassed or belittled. So it's this fun concept of this huge upgrade. Now let's see where this upgrade is happening. Manifest. Ooh. Okay, so the upgrade is that your blessings that you've been waiting on. This makes so much sense. The blessings you've been praying for, manifesting, setting intentions every new moon, releasing every full moon, all the alchemizing and healing and works and you're just like, goodness, how many more full moons do I have to drum my heart out? How many more new moons do I have to re-articulate my blessings? How many things do I have to do until I see my abundance come in? And this is the thing where your magic, your blessings are sitting outside of that comfort zone. The comfort zone already has all the blessings that that comfort zone allowed. Now that you get out of your comfort zone, you're calling and attracting in different blessings and abundance, and the zone that you've traveled outside of that allows your magic to flow freely, that isn't triggered by everything and everyone, because you've healed that part of yourself. It's bringing in alignment to those goals, to those blessings. There is a different sense of gratitude. You are more grateful for the releasing, the goal setting, the healing. Of course, there is gratitude towards that, but it's time to move out of the comfort zone. And as you're moving out of the comfort zone, you are getting glimpses of what this new life has to offer. And instead of doing things for this new life, it is merely being in your magic. You are being in your magic, and it is aligning with your manifestations that you have been hopeful of receiving. But now that you are being out of the comfort zone, you're being that, I'm just feeling like you took off, it's not even a mask. You took off this full body suit. I'm just seeing you unzipped it, you got out of it, and that suit stayed hanging in your comfort zone. And now, yes, you're raw, sweaty, you're in a suit this whole time, kind of hot, kind of cold, a little clammy. It's kind of scary outside of the suit. You're looking for a mask to put on, and universe is like, here's all your blessings. And there is this sense of confusion, like, wait a second, I just had to be me in my magic, and I will get the things that I've been praying for and healing and aligning for. And universe is like, why wouldn't you? But you had to step out of that comfort zone. Stepping out of that comfort zone. Let's see what chakra, as you step out of that comfort zone and begin receiving your manifestations and having gratitude and enjoyment for this new level up, what chakra is in need of support? This makes sense. Your root chakra. Your root chakra is what tells you that you're safe, you're grounded here, you're secure. It makes sense that your root chakra needs support because you just left that comfort zone. You took off that suit that made you feel so, okay, I know what's going to happen. I can expect what's going on in my day-to-day life. I know this crummy thing will happen. I know I get enjoyment from 12 p.m. to 12:07. There's all of these conditions in the comfort zone. And your root chakra is familiar with it. It's like, okay, there's discipline, there's a schedule, I know what to expect. As you exit that comfort zone, there can be a disturbance within your security. There can be a disturbance in how you feel stable in a new environment. And it's not saying everyone that gets out of their comfort zone immediately has a blocked root chakra. It's more saying, do things that support your root chakra. Say affirmations towards your root chakra. Have crystals that support your root chakra. Red crystals, black crystals. Do exercises that support your root chakra. yoga poses. So there are so many different ways to support your root chakra, so it goes in alignment with this new path. And what I've been seeing with my own clients and myself is when we shift timelines, when we shift dimensions, when we align to a new quantum field that is associated with the blessings and goals we've been calling in, you're aligning an entirely new chakra system. And one that can resist this alignment is that root chakra that works so hard to make sure you're comfortable in that old comfort zone. Whew. Now let's see what guide or frequency supports you this week, especially through grounding in those manifestations. Ooh. We're getting Crystal Child. I love how the crystals quite literally illuminate with the light. Crystal children, they are the OG seers of beings. They are the energy and spirits that are within your crystals, and there are beings that have reincarnated that used to be a crystal, a mineral, and now they are human. So you may have a crystal being in your life now that is supporting you. These are people that have zero tolerance for deceit, lies, fibs, excuses. They are the most pure and innocent souls you will ever meet. But they are a force. Think of, if you are an empath or you work with energy, when I say a force, I mean crystal quartz with all of the generators you could think of, gathering all the energy. These are those beings. They feel like a large crystal generator around you. Amazing frequency, but they are not going to lie to you. And that is why I feel having either crystals or a crystal being around you. You can even call them. Make sure you open up circle or however you practice your magic while you call in a crystal spirit or a crystal being, or reveal if you have a crystal being around you already, who that may be. Universe showed me to use a pendulum. So you can use a pendulum if you have a good connection with your pendulum. Oh, hello, beautiful. Ask it yes or no or confirmation questions on what crystal or who may be a crystal being around you. Ooh. But they're coming in because they have the ability to amplify the energy, call out the falsehood. And what is happening when you remain in a comfort zone, you're accepting false blessings. You're settling. And what the crystal child being or actual crystals around you, they're going to reveal to you the places that you're settling for comfort. And this is where it does get a bit, I don't know why outlandish comes to mind, but it is a little bit rough. These people, as true as they are, can come off as being rough. If you think about a rough quartz crystal, the energy is a bit explosive because it is so raw in truth. It is saying, look, you have settled for far too long. You keep wishing upon these blessings and goals when you're still settling for that comfort zone. Your magic cannot be held in that comfort zone no longer. So that crystal being is going to support you in allowing your magic to spill out of the comfort zone and spill into your magic zone. So, oh my goodness, that is a blessing in and of itself, having crystals and crystal beings around you. What activity or self-care will help integrate this shift. Trust your innocence. I love this. And of course, I should have known this came up. This is a theme. I do believe for our mantis meditations, we have a heart protection meditation, because getting out of your comfort zone, it can make your heart race. It can feel as if your nervous system is under attack, when in reality, you're recalibrating your light to a higher frequency, a brighter frequency, a more illuminating frequency. And learning how to ground, the best way you can ground is trusting this inner child, trusting that removing false timelines, removing things that you've been only settling for, is the right path. You can also work with lily. That is a beautiful flower essence to assist you in this work. Wow. My goodness. Thank you for walking the wisdom path with me. Keep tending to your seeds, whether it be rainbow seed, star seed, angel seed, earth seed, and may your journey be guided by being human with spirit. Reminder, tend your seeds, trust your light, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys.